Who are your favourite fighters out there on the circuit right now? With Golovkin, always big names. Who do you like to watch the most?
Um, Mayweather, if he decides to come out of retirement. The middleweights, Golovkin he's a good fighter. Um, I believe Eubank Jr has the beating of every middleweight on the planet, as well as every super middleweight on the planet. But talk is cheap, and the good thing about Team Eubank is the fact that we are real, we're fierce. I had 24 World Championship fights, I won 19 of them. And so I know this craft, this art, this life, I know it. I know it here, I know it in my heart. And I know Junior can actually change the game, which is what we intend to do. And the great thing is that I'm talking about it. And so now there's something to prove, and we are going to prove it. We're not talkers, we're modern day warriors. And my son, his demeanor, his work ethic, his manners, he's got that magic. And so it's going to be interesting for people to see what I know.
You work with him every day. How far do you think he can actually go?
I think he's going to change the game. I really do think he's going to change the game. He's been brought up by old school me. I don't know about nutrition. I know about hunger. And hunger cannot lose to nutrition. So we're talking about here. We're talking about will. Okay, so we use nutrition, but that's not our focus. Okay, we're talking about the spirit. We're talking about true modern day gladiator in Chris Eubank Jr. I didn't have the nutritionists, the masseurs, the fitness trainers. I didn't have any of that. It was done on will. It was done with passion. And that passion, Junior, he has. And I believe in him. And I believe in very few fighters. So many fighters today are spoiled by celebrity. They're spoiled by the want for money and fame and for notoriety in terms of social media. I haven't brought Junior up like that. He wants to perform his art, and rather than speak specifically about that, I'd rather not, because it may be a little bit blue in that he's real, so people are in danger. And yes, it is a sport, but when you're dealing with people like us, we're willing to put our lives on the line. We do it from that standpoint. We're not playing any games. It's not a game to us. And he has that spirit. So it'll be interesting for the public to see.
And when you watch him fight, do you miss being in the ring ever?
I mean, he's that good, no, because I wouldn't want to come up against him. Junior has this, he has this energy which is irrepressible. He's non-stop. You watch a World Championship fight like Kovalov against Ward a few weeks ago, you can count the average. They're throwing like 39 punches around. 39. Junior, his average is 130 punches per round. He is a come-forward fighter, exciting. He has theatre. He has an edge. He has mystique. So he's got all of the ingredients to be a fighter that creates compulsive viewing.
And do you keep fit doing other sports now you have retired? What do you like to do now to keep in shape?
I'm in the gym with the boys.
Do you like to play anything else?
I admire ballet and I admire gymnastics. Sports, anyone who does what it says on the tin, as in, does it to a high degree. Anyone who is obsessed about what they do, I will take an interest. And that's what I teach. I teach people to be passionate and follow and pursue their dreams because it is attainable. It only has to do with belief and focus of what you want to actually achieve and not being distracted by the ordinary life. The guys pulling you out to the clubs, the distractions of the girls or the boys. It's being totally focused. That I admire. That is what I'm always looking for. People who are obsessed about what they do. And it doesn't matter what the field is. It's just that boxing is the most engaging. It's the sexiest, Why? Because you're hitting someone and it isn't personal and it hurts. And when you get hit, you cannot take it subjectively. You have to be objective about it. Good shot, don't get angry. Because when you're angry, you can't see focus of what you're supposed to do, which is to score points. So it's a very, it's chess. Speeded up 400 times in physical.
And how hard does Junior have to train in a weekly basis, to get to his optimum shape? Is he doing it 2 or 3 times a day, or?
For 10 years, he has been in the gym averagely 6 days a week. So it's a way of life for him. When people say, for instance, I've been in a training camp for 2 months. We don't work that way. He's been training for 10 years because we don't take breaks. It's a way of life for us. It isn't part-time. We're severe. And in being severe, you get your results. The guys who do it 5 days a week, they can't beat the 7-day-a-week guys. The universe doesn't allow you to beat the 7-day-a-week guy if you're doing it 5 days a week, if you're cutting corners, if you're taking a break, if you're thinking of it as a game. We're not playing a game. But I'm interested in those who are obsessed. Nerds. I'm interested in nerds. I was a nerd. My son is a nerd. And the definition of a nerd is someone who can do one thing absolutely brilliantly.
And that can't be taught, can it, do you think? Is that a natural instinct?
Yeah, it's mostly natural. You've got the Bill Gates, you've got the Zuckerbergs, you've got these are the guys who kind of they were focused on one thing and one thing only. I had it, Junior has it, Mike Tyson had it, Ali had it. The great sports people, the great presidents, anyone who has actually excelled in anything, you'll find that you can associate the word nerd with them. So I tell my youngest son, try and be a nerd. It's not a bad thing.